News story is Prince Andrew. I mean, you know, what a heinous human being he's turned out to be, but I think most people knew that. Andrew has been under pressure for as long as you can remember about the Epstein disaster, the island, the emails, the money, all sorts of things. The latest is he's living in Royal Lodge, which is in the grounds of Windsor Castle. It's a 31-bedroom crumbling mansion. God knows how he's been able to afford to stay there, but it's come out that he just doesn't pay any rent. He's only paid one electricity bill in about 21 years. Now, of course, they're all coming for him now, aren't they? Yesterday, Keir Starmer, yes, he stuck his head above the parapet. He backs an inquiry by MPs into Prince Andrew over Royal Lodge. There's only one person to speak to, and it's not you, Chloe Dobbs. I'm sorry to upset you. We have to go live to LA, to the legend that is she stayed up late for us? Kinsey Schofield, what time is it with you?
It's 10:42, but I feel like Chloe should be involved in this conversation too. Be nice, JK. You've got like a parade of beautiful women on, like tough life.
So, sorry, a parade of beautiful women. You've come on and called yourself beautiful. It's a bit egotistical at 20 to 7 in the morning.
Kinsey is beautiful.
You're all very beautiful. On a serious note, the reason I wanted to bring you on is because you tend to know a lot more than Chloe and I put together. It ain't going away for Prince Andrew, is it? It's just not going away. The latest is, apparently, William favours this. MPs are to debate if he can stay in Royal Lodge and how he's getting away with not paying it. But I will include Chloe, because she came out with the best question ever this morning. What did you say?
So do any of the other royals pay rent? And I've just Googled it, and it seems like apparently not.
So
yeah.
That's an interesting point.
To be fair, we do understand that at the beginning, Prince Andrew paid a significant amount of money that was to go towards the upkeep of the home.
Yep.
But now the question is whether or not he can maintain that, whether or not he will continue to have any sort of income whatsoever, because everyone's cut him off. I mean, I'll be honest with you, JK, I did not expect Virginia Giuffre's book to rattle the royal family as much as it has, but the timing could not have been worse. Her revelations came just as the newly released emails confirmed that Andrew lied about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, and the result is a full-blown PR disaster for the royals. And it's difficult to see it resolving without Prince Andrew facing greater accountability, possibly even legal repercussions for some of these accusations about him trying to get information on Virginia Giuffre through his government, assigned bodyguards and security. Exile, to me, is really the only option when it comes to what the royals are capable of doing in this scenario. But it feels like people are really out for blood.
It's really interesting, actually, Chloe. Both of you, I was reading about this earlier in the week, and the first thing that you brought up there was using a protection officer, part of the close protection unit that supports the royal family. The allegation is that he asked that person to get information or dig dirt on Virginia Giuffre. Gave them her social security number, her address, her name, her date of birth. That's a pretty disgusting thing to do. Do you know that the person who was in fact the protection officer, he actually now works for the royal family? Do you know that? He's still working. So that'll be an interesting one, whether they face up to that. In terms
we should say there was no suggestion that the officer actually acted on the alleged request.
I think they'd know that. I think that's absolutely right. The other thing that before we get to the House, Matt Wilkinson from The Sun said to me, for both of you earlier in the week, we talk about, he should be banished, he should be exiled, put him on a dinghy somewhere. But the truth of the matter is they're now all jumping up and down and going, what about his mental health, and has he got secrets? And you have to say this, he and Fergie are motivated by money. And I said to Kinsey the other day, if they go, there are television networks and newspapers that will pay a fortune. And I suspect the royal family, whatever they're saying, are also highly concerned, a bit along the Harry and Meghan lines, that those two as loose cannons would be almost unpalatable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the reasons why people have speculated why the king is flirting with the idea of being closer with Harry again, is just so that he can control them a little bit more, because there have been huge issues with not only their calendars clashing. When it was the Queen's birthday, Harry was out gallivanting, doing other things, but also from a press perspective. When they're close, they can control who are you talking to in the media, what exactly are you saying, whereas if they completely exile Harry, and in this case Prince Andrew, God knows what they're going to get
Well, I
up
mean,
to.
that's the point, isn't it, Kins? If you cut somebody off and you take away everything they've got, you don't know what they're going to say and what they're going to do, and that's the point. And there's a part of me that thinks there must be other people, right, that are in trouble over Epstein, but it's almost as if this man, you get the feeling that Andrew has had this coming for a long time and that this has been building up, and there's very little sympathy, is there? There's none at all, actually, to be honest, on this side of the pond.
I mean, but why would there be sympathy if we're going to be honest with each other? Today, Andrew still possesses a mansion, a title by law.
Yeah.
All of those titles and honors.
You can't tell him he's not a prince, though, can you? That's the problem. That's a birthright.
That's his birthright. That's his birthright. And according to reports here in the States, he's already planning his shooting season with friends, you know, at the other royal estates. So, I mean, really, but I want to defend the royal family for a second, because I've seen a lot of people be really ugly about the way that this has been handled. You know, I think that the king has been in a very difficult position. Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth die. Of course, you're going to show empathy towards your siblings. They're mourning. Fergie has breast cancer. Of course, you're going to show sympathy towards your sibling. His ex-wife, who he lives with, his roommate, has breast cancer. Then the king has cancer. Catherine has cancer. This has been such a difficult time for the British royal family. I imagine they've been trying to show unity. I imagine there's been a lot of empathy and compassion along the way. And I sympathize for the king, who is in an impossible situation right now.
I don't disagree. Unfortunately, maybe it's just the way of the world. Pressure's not going to go away. And I mean, I've read so many articles this week. You know, is Fergie going to turn on him and sell a story and sell him down the river? One thing's for sure about those two. Said this to Kinsey the other morning. They're both obsessed with money. He is the most entitled, deaf, and I mean that. He just doesn't. He still won't get it. This guy will still be confused as to why people are talking to him like this and treating him as he's an arrogant git, to be perfectly honest. I feel sorry for his daughters. But as a royalist, right, both of you, to finish, I'm with Kinsey. This gives the Republican, all the people that go, the royal family's a disgrace, quite rightly are going, as Kinsey said, well, he's got links with a paedophile. He seems to be sleeping with people left, right and centre, screwing people for money for the last however many years, and he's living in a bloody mansion. Why are we doing what we're doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's about time that they finally get rid of him. Whether they manage to turf him out of the house, I don't know.
Where'd you send him?
Well, this is the thing.
To France.
Send him to an island.
Why don't we say, that's it, one in, one out. One in, le prince out. What do you reckon, Kins? Good idea?
Dubai, go away, go to Dubai, enjoy golf on a nice sandy golf course. Bye. I'm over it.
Brilliant. I'll let you go to bed. You're amazing. Thank you so much indeed. That's it. Prince Andrew won't have tuned in, but some of his PR might be watching. Kinsey, bye. You're going to Dubai. You're playing golf. It's sandy. Bye. Right.